Unusual sports around the world. Exploring quirky games and traditions. What do cheese rolling, wife carrying, and camel polo have in common? They're all part of the bizarre yet fascinating world of unusual sports. Who needs traditional football when you can chase cheese down a hill? Just don't break a leg, literally. Cheese rolling, England. Participants chase a wheel of cheese down a steep hill in Gloucestershire, England. The first to reach the bottom wins, but injuries are common due to the hill's steepness and the participants' enthusiasm. The event is often accompanied by laughter and cheers from the spectators. The cheese wheel is typically a double Gloucester, weighing around 3 pounds. The event has been held since the 19th century and has gained popularity in recent years. Wife carrying, Finland. In this unique event, a husband carries his wife through an obstacle course, with the prize being the wife's weight in beer. The wife can choose her own path and even try to escape, making it a challenging and unpredictable competition. The husband can use his hands, but not his feet, to carry his wife. The event originated in the 19th century as a way to settle disputes between villages. Today, it's a popular tourist attraction and a fun way to celebrate Finnish culture. Camel polo, Middle East. Camel polo is a variation of traditional horse polo, played on camels in the Middle East. The game requires a high level of skill and coordination, as camels are known for their unpredictable movements. The game is played on a flat surface, and the objective is to score goals by hitting a ball into the opponent's goal using a long-handled mallet. Camel polo is a popular sport in countries such as the United Arab Emirates and Qatar. Underwater hockey, worldwide. Underwater hockey is a physically demanding sport that requires breath-holding skills and teamwork. Players use a weighted puck and try to score goals by pushing it across the bottom of a swimming pool. The game is played in teams of 6 players, with each player wearing a mask, snorkel, and fins. The objective is to score more goals than the opposing team within a set time limit. Bog snorkeling, Wales. In this unusual sport, contestants swim through a peat bog using snorkels and flippers, aiming for the fastest time. The event takes place in a specially constructed bog in Somerset, England, and competitors must navigate the muddy terrain while avoiding obstacles. The event requires a high level of endurance and swimming ability, as well as the ability to handle the challenging conditions of the bog. Sepak takraw, Southeast Asia. Sepak takraw is a volleyball-like game played in Southeast Asia, where players use their feet, head, knees, and chest to hit the ball over the net. The game is a combination of volleyball and gymnastics, requiring a high level of agility and coordination. Players can use their hands to block the ball, but not to hit it. The objective is to score points by hitting the ball into the opponent's court. Toe wrestling, England. Toe wrestling is a unique sport where players lock toes and attempt to pin each other's foot to the ground. The game requires a high level of strength and endurance, as well as a certain level of flexibility in the toes. Players can use various techniques to try and gain an advantage, such as using their body weight to pin their opponent or using their toes to try and lift their opponent's foot. The game is often played in a seated position, with players facing each other. Quidditch, global. Quidditch is a real-world adaptation of the popular Harry Potter series, where players use broomsticks to fly around a pitch and score points by throwing the ball through hoops. The game requires a high level of endurance and agility, as well as a certain level of teamwork and strategy. Players can use their broomsticks to block the ball or to try and catch the ball in mid-air. The game is played in teams of 7 players, with each player having a specific role to play. Kabaddi, India. Kabaddi is a contact sport that originated in India, where players tag opponents while holding their breath and chanting, Kabaddi. The game requires a high level of endurance and agility, as well as a certain level of strength and strategy. Players can use various techniques to try and gain an advantage, such as using their hands to block opponents or using their speed to try and evade opponents. The game is played in teams of 7 players, with each player having a specific role to play. Shin kicking, England. Shin kicking is a unique sport where participants kick each other's shins until one concedes. The game requires a high level of strength and endurance, as well as a certain level of pain tolerance. Players can use various techniques to try and gain an advantage, such as using their body weight to pin their opponent or using their kicking technique to try and inflict maximum pain. The game is often played in a seated position, with players facing each other. Extreme ironing, worldwide. Extreme ironing is a unique sport where competitors iron clothes in extreme locations, from mountain cliffs to underwater. The game requires a high level of endurance and creativity, as well as a certain level of technical skill with an iron. Players can use various techniques to try and gain an advantage, such as using a portable ironing board or using a specialized ironing device. The game is often played in teams, with each team member having a specific role to play. Gurning contests, England. Gurning contests are a unique form of competition where competitors make the ugliest faces possible to impress the judges. The game requires a high level of creativity and flexibility, as well as a certain level of confidence and showmanship. Players can use various techniques to try and gain an advantage, such as using facial contortions or using props to enhance their appearance. The game is often played in teams, with each team member having a specific role to play. Unusual sports showcase the creativity and humor of human traditions. From rolling cheese to riding camels, these games highlight how diverse and entertaining our world can be. Whether they're born from cultural heritage or sheer whimsy, these sports remind us that fun has no boundaries. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, share and subscribe for more.